The KELOLAND Sports Zone starts now.
Week 7 of the high school football season is upon us as postseason football less than 2 weeks away. Welcome to the KELOLAND Sports Zone. I'm Grant Sweeter alongside Anya Joseph.
Tonight we'll have highlights from 13 high school football games, including several top-ranked matchups, and that's where we'll start.
That's right, Anya. Top-ranked battle saw number 1 Harrisburg host 4th-ranked Jefferson on the game's opening drive. It's 4th down for Harrisburg. Sam Knuth rolls right, then throws back to an open Kaysen Syverson, and the misdirection works. Takes it to the end zone. Tigers on the board at 7-0. Next drive at Jefferson trying to answer, but on 3rd down, it's Justin Cabero blows up the play with a big hit. Cavaliers forced to punt. Tigers still lead by 7. Jefferson would get something going in the second quarter. Ethan Swenson dumps off a screen to Eddie Whiting, who finds plenty of room to run. 1st down Cavaliers. Now Jefferson got inside the 10, but they face 4th down. They try and end around it. Jordan Detler, and he's dropped by Grayer Van Hall for the turnover on downs. And it's Harrisburg who wins the defensive battle 21-14 over Jefferson.
Over at Howard Wood, the early game saw 3rd-ranked Lincoln meet Rapid City Central. Pick it up early in the first quarter. Pat's looking to get on here. Just 2 yards from the end zone, and as Joshua Myers with a carry, he'll leap over the goal line for the tutty. It's 7-0 hosts. Midway into the first, Lincoln finds themselves on the Cobblers' 27-yard line, and it'll be some pass action to Lewis and Akasi. Cotton kept just outside the goal line, and he'll walk it in to score the TD. It's 14-0 Patriots. Less than a minute to go in the first. Lincoln up 22-0, and the quarterback will squabble left out of the pocket, and it's picked off. It's almost picked off, but Lewis Hunter scores the TD after breaking a couple tackles, and Lincoln would cruise past Rapid City Central 46-7.
Well, the nightcap game pitted Washington against number 5 O'Gorman. In the second quarter, the Knights lead by 14. Talon Black rolls right, finds Dawson Bauer shooting across the screen, gets a foot in bounds for a great catch and a 1st down, but unfortunately that drive would stall. Washington would take over, needing some sort of offense on 4th down. Tommy Hoffman rolling right, finding Taven Ladasaw for the 1st down reception. A few plays later now, the Warriors are goal to go. They feed Braden Jackson, and he rumbles up the middle in for the touchdown. Washington down 14-7. This one came down to the wire. It's O'Gorman who earns the narrow 35-33 win. In 11A, top-ranked and undefeated Sioux Falls Christian played host to Bridgewater Emory Ethan. On the game's opening kickoff, it's Cole Snyder who takes the return, finds a seam, and then here he goes, turning on the Jets, racing down the field for the kickoff return touchdown. Chargers lead 7-0. After a punt return set up the Chargers in plus territory, they punch in again. It's Braden Whitty on the carry, finds a big hole. He's in for 6. Sioux Falls Christian leads 14-0, 2 minutes in. Bridgewater Emory Ethan had a big kickoff return, but the offense can't capitalize. Holden Woolman is intercepted by Brant Wassener, and he'll beat the QB, and then he's gone for the pick 6. Chargers lead by 21, 3 minutes into the game, and they cruise with a big win over the Seahawks, 49-8.
Our game of the week saw Madison welcome number 2 Lennox to the new Brian Kern Family Stadium. Final minute of the first quarter, the Bulldogs, Caleb Hodges rushes it forward and in for the score that gave the hosts a 7-6 lead. But the Orioles go deep 40 seconds later. Boston Katzer looks to Drake Michelson, and he hauls it in for the score. Lennox retakes the lead 14-7. 1 minute later in the half, Katzer connects with Leighton Smith on the near side for the TD. Orioles take the 22-14 lead into the locker room, and Lennox holds on for the 36-28 win over Madison. Staying in 11A, 3rd-ranked Del Rapids welcomed Canton to town. On the first possession for Canton, they go to Kane Wallner, who finds a seam, and then he's off to the races. It's a 45-yard touchdown. Seahawks up 7 after 1 quarter. On the first play of the second quarter, Del Rapids is deep in enemy territory. They feed Quinn Carr, who muscles in for 6. Game tied at 7. 1 possession later, it's an inside handoff to Cole Rusink, and he uses a stiff arm to break free. He'll break 2 more tackles as he goes 75 yards for the score. Courier's up 7, and they take off from there as Del Rapids impresses to claim a 62-22 win.
Well, there was another top-ranked matchup down the road. as Dakota Valley met 5th-ranked West Central. Trojans lead the second half. A pass completion here to Evan Jayton on the outside route gets West Central a first down. They're in scoring position. Another stat for Evan Jayton, someplace different outcome though. Runs on the outside and tumbles into the pylon. That's a Trojan touchdown. Now Dakota Valley not giving up yet. Tanner Boonstra is going to have this big catch here. He's going to run it straight down the middle and gone. It's a Panthers touchdown. But this one, really good game. West Central takes it home, a 27-24 win over Dakota Valley. Well, 7 games down and 6 more to go. We're going to have highlights from a battle of unbeatens in 9-man next.
You're watching KELOLAND SportsZone! You're watching KELOLAND SportsZone!
Parkston and Woolsey Wessington are both ranked and off to undefeated 6-0 starts, creating quite the 9-man matchup this week. The top-ranked Trojans cross paths with number 4 Woolsey Wessington in the first quarter. Parkston opens the game with a nice drive. It's Coulter Kramer who flies down the field, and then he's going to take this one the distance to the house. Touchdown, 6-0 Trojans. Now the Warbirds would try to get something going when they get the football here in just a moment. Unfortunately, though, for them, Caleb Richmond's pass is going to be intercepted. He throws over the middle here, and Rico Mullenberg intercepts it, and the Trojans take over possession of the ball. Now Parkston trying to do something with the rock, but the Warbird defense makes a stand. It's Moshe Richmond with the interception here, leaping up in front of a Trojan to take it away and stop them for the moment. Well, moving to the second quarter, Parkston's got the ball back. They're knocking on the door of a score. Carter Summer runs it in for the touchdown. Trojans double their lead. Woolsey Wessington scored 22 in the fourth quarter, but it's Parkston who hangs on for the 30-22 win over Woolsey Wessington.
It was a cross-class battle in 9-man as Chester hosted Canastota. Late in the first quarter, Canastota down 6-0. Chester possession, pocket crumbling. Lake Wold moves left, and it's picked off by Brady Scott. Hawks take the ball at the 50. Less than a minute to go in the first. Chester force a punt to get the ball back. Wold scrambles and he'd launch it to Jackson Updahl, who stumbles into the red zone. A 1 and 10 from 10 for the Flyers. A penalty would cost him, though, putting the Flyers near the 20. Wold looks to pass, sees a pathway. He'll keep the rock and take it in for the QB keep. The touchdown. Chester leads 12-0, but it would be Canastota that would come from behind and claim the 16-13 win over Chester.
Well, good game there. Moving to 11B, Elk Point Jefferson went head-to-head with Flandreau. Flyers ball. It's handed off to Ben Ballard, and he's going to spin around the Husky defense there. Nice move and pick up a first down and a good gain for Flandreau. Well, a scoreless first quarter has the Flyers looking for opportunity. Paul Parsley takes matters into his own hands. He's going to run this one up the far sideline. Another nice carry, and it's a first down for Flandreau. But the Huskies respond. They get the ball in the red zone. Gunnar Ewing dukes his way past Flandreau's defensive line to put EPJ the first touchdown of the night, and they go on to collect the 21-14 win over Flandreau.
Going out West River, St. Thomas More battled Hot Springs. In the early goings of the game, St. Thomas More gets on the board first. It's Graydon Juvie who takes the rock and runs 7 yards for the touchdown. Cavaliers lead 8-0. After forcing a 3-and-out, St. Thomas More strikes again. Noah Wald finds Reeve Ross for the 12-yard pitch and catch. Cavaliers build a 14-0 lead. STM wasn't done there. They'd get the ball back and try to score, but the ball is fumbled and it's recovered by Hot Springs, but that was a temporary fix as St. Thomas More rolls past Hot Springs 42-0 the final. Across the border in Iowa, it was a ranked battle between Central Lyon, George Little Rock, and Western Christian. Western Christian looking to make something happen in the first quarter when QB Landon DeStichter connects with Ty Gunaweg, and he runs down the field, gaining 27 yards. The Lions coming back strong later in the first quarter. Miglet Sandom gets the ball and runs it right past the Western Christian defense, and Central Lyon leads 6-0. The Lions did not stop their win in the second quarter. They are inches away from the end zone, and Jaden Dahl gets the ball with the help of his team, and it's in for the TD as the Lions now lead 13-0. The Lions will take the win over the Wolfpack 23-7.
Well, staying in 2A, Unity Christian met Cherokee Washington. Knights start the game off strong. Dylan Bossman connects with Braden Bosma. Nice play there, and that's a first down gain. But Unity unable to convert, so Cherokee is going to take over possession. Jackson Paulsrud hits Blake Lovell as he runs down the sideline and into the end zone. Cherokee up 6-0. 10 seconds into the second quarter. Now the Braves are going to strike again. Jackson Paulsrud handing the ball to Jonah DeYoung, and he forces his way in for a touchdown, putting the Braves in the lead 12-0. And it's Cherokee Washington who claims a 26-14 win over Unity Christian.